Oh, this is Sean Matthews for Intro to Java class, week 13, Intro to Arrays. Went ahead and got my arrays done. I can go ahead and show you what I'm trying to do here. I have two files in my demo that I created for arrays. I created a double array, initiated it, and instantiated it with a limit of 5 characters, or 5 objects or elements that can be put in there. Probably could reduce it to 4, but 5 is what I'll just keep it at for right now. I'm doing a iteration. I'm looping to fill this out by using files from my local computer, my local system. So it's going to actually call the array called rate, and it's going to loop through the array and then do the scanner.nextDouble. So it's going to come up to the scanner itself and then actually read the file that I have right here. And then if I scroll down here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and print out all the objects that are in the different portions in the array. And of course, with arrays, like in Java, index 0 is the first element, and then the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. So I believe, if I remember right, this 5 means there's 5 elements, but the array always starts with position 0. I might be wrong on that, but that's the whole reason why I have that set up. Here I have set up for my files. So if I go to my addresses, here I have my addresses set up. And if I go ahead and run this, what should happen is it should read that file from that location specified in the address, and there they are. So if I actually go to the demo again, I'm in the in-out files, conversion rates.txt, in-out files, and there's the path to the in-out file folder. I think I can get there quickly by looking here. Let's see here. Copy. And there's my in-out files, and there's my conversion rates. And then you can actually compare the values that printed and the output matches the values right here. So I'm incorporating this into my final. I can try to give you a quick view on this right here. I incorporate it into my final a few different ways. First, I go ahead and create my array every time you run the program based off of, where is it at? Not that one. Right here, currency conversion. I gotta find it again. Somehow I'm missing it. I know I have it in here, where it's actually going to read my currency rates, input.currency rates right here. Input I have set up as my input routine. If I go to my input routine inside of here, what's nice is I commented out all this stuff here. It kind of makes my math a little bit different. And inside of here, I'll have the option for currency rate. And here's that pretty much the same code as before that I showed you in my demo. And then here, instead of actually printing it out, I'm actually setting my base rates, my currency rates, to the actual values. That pretty much eliminated my need for even having this chunk of code right here, although it's kind of bloat right there anyways. It'll store those values in, and then it'll actually utilize my currency conversion. It's going to actually utilize this math here to create my totals and such. What I also ended up doing in here is not only is it creating the currency rates at the beginning, I'm going to actually have an option here in my cases, in my switches, case number 7, that you can actually update that text file to additional values that you want and actually update the converged currency rates right away. That way there, when you're running the program, and if you have a new currency rate text file that you wanted to do, whatever, you can just update the values, run case number 7, it'll update those rates, and then you can continue on by doing any of the versions, the currencies that are in the program that are being converted. So if I go ahead and run this real quick, you can actually see it kind of in action. If I go ahead and run, does my introduction. It's going to come with this here. There's my update, but I'll go ahead and use USD the amount of US dollars you want to do. We'll say 1,000. It'll tell you, oh, your grand total is 1,240 Canadian dollars. Your file is ready. Please press any key to continue. And it brings you right back into your beginning. And this is for my CC final. And you can see outbound files. There's my Canadian.txt I just created. And it actually gives you the value that you want. And if I wanted to, I can actually go into here, conversion rates, and we'll change Canadian to 924 value. So Canadians have plummeted, so things aren't going so good. So we're going to run number 7. It's going to say it's going to update this here. Press any key to continue. Your conversion rates have been updated. Please continue. Brings you right back to your base again. I'm going to run number 1 again, and I'll put another 1,000 in. And lo and behold, it's actually giving me a different value because it actually updated it. So if I go back into my in-out files, you can see it's 924. I'm going to switch this back to the original. I also have a do not delete original file here. But if I come up here, go to my outbound files, Canadian, double click, it's overwritten the old one. And there's my updated number. So you can see that I'm using arrays in here quite a bit, and gave you a little tour of my demo, which I'll also be submitting after I do a little bit more cleaning in here, just to kind of beautify a little bit stuff. But that's it. Thank you very much.